Meanwhile, a Wellington-based CEO says he'll camp out on the grounds of Parliament for as long as it takes until the government declares a climate change emergency. Ollie Langridge, who's been sitting on Parliament's lawn during daylight hours for the past 8 days, says he's a normal guy with no political affiliation who just wants the best for the future of his 6 children. A short time ago, he told me he was grateful for the company of a few hundred others today.
Fantastic. It was really good to have the company today. Of course, it is School Strike for Climate, May the 24th globally. All eyes on New Zealand as we're the first in the world to do this, and then it goes around the clock, around a number of countries, I believe up to 107 countries. Today was brilliant. It was just really emotional seeing so many school children, thousands shouting positive messages, some angry messages just coming over the hill. It made your heart skip a beat. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, so why did you feel emotional about seeing that?
It's just so nice to have young people lead this because it's their future, and that's just so important.
So you're a dad. Were any of your kids involved in the strike today?
Yes, my 15-year-old was there from Wellington High School, and it was just lovely to see her there, and I sent that out on various social media stuff for other people to see, and just really nice. I'm so proud of her to take part in that.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because some of the comments today, some of the young people are saying that it's the generation that you're part of that's asleep at the wheel. Do you agree with them, even though you are taking action?
It's a difficult question to answer because, yes, I am taking action, direct action, by actually being outside Parliament all day, every day. But yes, we live by certain values, I suppose, at the moment, and certain standards that may have to change if we're to go forward and actually do something about this.
So I've had a look at your Instagram account. You've had a few visitors, some of them high profile, MPs, etc. Do you think anything's changing, though?
Nothing's changing at the moment, although I know that the emergency climate change emergency is something that is very much on the agenda in Parliament and being discussed inside the Beehive at the moment. And it remains to be seen how that comes out. There's some very good news coming from the provinces, Nelson, Canterbury, Christchurch, likely Kapiti, perhaps even Wellington, that things are actually changing. So perhaps with a bit of pressure on the government's under a bit more of a blowtorch than it currently is, and that's a great thing.
So what do you think the strike, the lie-in, what do you think it achieved today?
The student strike was there to, again, just put the spotlight on this issue of climate change emergency and how we need to change in order to basically survive, because things are looking quite ropey if we do nothing, as you know, and there's a lot of material out there to substantiate that, I feel.
So, Ollie, are you still thinking you're in there for the long haul?
Yes, absolutely. And
how long could that potentially be?
Hey, who knows? It might be a long winter on the front lawn of Thorndon. We'll see. I tend to be quite stubborn, but,
Yeah, are you really serious about that? Because, as you say, it's going to get quite cold and wet there sometime soon.
Yes, absolutely. We've been very lucky with the weather over the last 10 days, but going forward, that's obviously going to change. But, yes, I'm in there for the long haul.
Really appreciate your time, Ollie. Thank you so much. All the best. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Could I just say one more thing?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay, fantastic. So as from next week, the action is asking people to stand in front of Parliament, giving a bit of their lunchtime, be that 5 minutes or 10 minutes, keeping numbers, facing the Beehive, just as a silent vigil. There's nothing violent or confrontational or disruptive about it. It's just ordinary Kiwis, ordinary parents who are concerned for the future of their children. And that is one of the most important things.
So, Ollie, you are inviting people to come down and join you in their lunch breaks for whatever amount of time they can spare?
Yes, 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever. Absolutely. It's just silent, no megaphones, no shouting, no disruption, just being there in numbers to just keep up the momentum from today.
And that's a pretty determined Ollie Langridge, who's looking for company next week if you've got a few minutes to go and stand there in protest with him at Parliament.